and I don't know. I haven't had time yet to try. I'm probably going to do it after this net. But my situation is that since I can't see to read the waterfall and so on, and I can't read the station list, I've got a brailled up version of it now because I hooked up my printer the other night, brailled up all the Winmore stations that were within the U.S. Pretty good sized list. But I was talking yesterday and in the discussion learned that whatever the center frequency is listed as, you have to back it up by 1500 kilohertz if you want to be in a position in the right offset where you can actually decode and receive. And I had found that when I was putting it in listen mode and trying to decode stations, I wasn't getting any. But I was certainly hearing signals, and I know I was transmitting when I told it to try to connect because I had the watt meter in and I was getting out the power that I was expecting. So my situation may well be that I'm not setting the right offsets, and I'm going to try that tonight and see if that resolves my issue. And if it does, a couple of you guys may get some messages from me saying this is K9OPL coming in over HF, so we'll see. Like you said, Jeff, we can't give up. We just keep on trying and learning. This K9OPL. I'll see if there is yet anyone else out there who would like to join us or if we have anything else for the net. This is the BC Aries net, and this is K9OPL standing by.
Kilo 9, Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, K9RMR, Randall M. Rueff, Tyrrellsville, Bartholomew County.
K9RMR. Well, I got you on the list. If we had ended it a little earlier, we would have missed you. Do we have anyone else? And then we'll see if we have any comments. Anyone else who'd like to check in?
W9MDT recheck.
Stand by a minute, Mike. K9RMR, do you have any comments for us this evening?
No, not a whole lot. We had some power failure here at the house today, but nothing serious. Got part of it figured out, so we're doing okay here. Heard some things were going on, and maybe some things were going to start opening up, so hopefully that'll go good, and nobody will get sick. But overall, everything's going pretty good here in Taylorsville, so not a whole lot to report. Just wanted to, I was looking at doing some other stuff on the computer and saw the time. I was like, oh, well, what's going on? So I better check in. So here I am, and like I said, hope everybody's doing okay and staying safe and, you know, washing their hands and wearing their masks when they need to. And like I said, I just wish everybody a good evening, and turn back over to you, Joe. This is K9RMR saying good evening.
Well, thanks you. Good to hear you, and glad you're staying safe as well, Randall. Thanks for checking in with us. W9MDT, Mike, recheck. Go ahead.
I just wanted to check with Paul to see if he did get my email.
Negative on that. I was looking for it, and I mean, I have actually one email address, pdhornberger@yahoo.com, but I also use my call sign, which goes to the same place, the n9jfh@arrl.net.
Okay, I'll resend that to you then this evening.
And as for commenting on what others have said, no, I'm not going to give up on this here, but I'm just offset that someone talked about. I believe it actually takes care of that on the mode settings, whether you're going upper sideband, lower sideband, the AM, FM, or whatever. It actually has a data mode, and whatever frequency you're on, as soon as I hit data mode, it actually offsets that frequency. So I think that is automatic, but again, maybe it doesn't, and I need to offset it even more manually. So those are some things I'll need to learn. And JJ.
Go ahead there, Jeff.
Yeah, Paul, I believe you're absolutely correct. Once you go into that window and select the node or whatever that you want to connect to, and put that in that window and hit the start button, it should automatically set your radio to where it needs to be. So that should not be an issue. Yeah, that's all I got. K9JJ.
Actually, if I can break in here, that's what's not happening with mine. Mine does not automatically set. But what I was saying is when I set my radio itself on data mode, it does an offset, but I still have to have tuned it in or near that frequency, and then after it does its offset, then I have to tune it to the frequency. And maybe I'm mistaken on whether it's sending or trying to send, but I know that when I hit the send button, my signal link green light goes off and the red one comes on, and I hear like a ticking noise, and it kind of tick, 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 and all I'm hearing is that it's trying to send, but the message isn't going through.
Well, until you actually connect, your screen will tell you that it's, shown that it's trying to connect, and once it connects, it will say connected, and you'll hear those tick ticks, and then you'll start seeing some other things happening. But from what you just described, it sounds like you are sending, but it also sounds like the program is not controlling the radio like it should be either. So, well, we'll get you squared away sooner or later. Just keep at it and keep me posted. I'm curious to find out when you get it going. All right, that's it. I'm going to let you guys get going, wrap it up for the night there. Turn it back to you, Joe, if everyone else is done.
Hey, this is K9OPL. Thanks, Jeff and Paul and Mike. And I'll see if anyone else has anything. Yeah, as far as I know, mine does not have rig control on it, the way mine's set up at least. So that's why I do mine manually, but that's the way I do it too. For example, when I run with PSK 31, but I definitely know mine is transmitting. I also know that when it's receiving, the way I've been doing it, it's not decoding anything because it's telling me that. So we'll get it figured out for here as well. Does anyone else have anything or any other stations who'd like to check into the BC Aries net while we're still here? This is K9OPL.
Kilo Delta 9 IRA, check in.
Kilo Delta 9 India Romeo Alpha, is that correct?
Kilo Delta 9er IRA, it's Matt in Franklin, Indiana. No traffic.
Hey, Matt. Yeah, so I was giving your call back to you phonetically. India Romeo Alpha IRA. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the BC Aries Net. We do this every Wednesday beginning at 7:30 Eastern on this repeater. Any comments for us this evening?
No, sir, no comments. Just enjoy listening. Came across the net. Just kind of new to Wires X. I got this FTM 400 about a month ago. Just still learning it. Just enjoy what you guys are doing. K9RMR out.
Okay, well, very good. Sometime we're getting some more Wires X people, and of course, if you have a hotspot, you have all kinds of options. And of course, where you are, you're probably closer to some Wires stations up there, or even FCS or YSF. So, well, welcome aboard, and thanks for joining us. And yeah, the digital modes are a lot of fun. Several of us down here operate C4FM, D-Star, and DMR. Some of us, I operate all of them, all three, those three at least. So thank you for joining us, and welcome back in any time. We do it every Wednesday night. This is K9OPL. One more call out. Do we have anyone else or any other comments or discussion? And it's good to have these discussions. That's what the net's about. We learn from one another and try to improve our operating skills. K9OPL standing by. We will close this net at 7:59 p.m. local time. And we want to thank the Columbus Amateur Radio Club for the use of the repeater. At this time, I will close this net, return this repeater to normal operation. This is K9OPL. Good evening, all 73s.